Greetings, friends. George Akron here from Renovator Ministries. Are you ready for the X-rated video? Grab the babies, hide the old ladies, and here we go. It says right here in the book of Matthew, chapter 5, 27 through 30. You've heard that it was said, do not commit adultery. But I tell you that anyone who looks at a woman lustfully has already committed adultery with her in his heart. If your right eye causes you to sin, gouge it out, throw it away. It's better for you to lose one part of your body than for your whole body to be thrown into hell. And if your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off. Throw it away. It's better for you to lose one part of your body than for your whole body to go into hell. And I'm sure many of you know that one of the great contemplatives in the church, Augustine of Hippo, was one who struggled with this greatly. He was the great sex addict of the church. In fact, he wrote this, which is a key to helping us understand our battle, men's battle and women's battle with lust. If anyone could understand the destructive nature of disordered love, it was Augustine of Hippo. He writes that early in his life, he began to experience the hissing cauldron of lust. He said it was so intense that his escapades could fill a good-sized book. He said the enemy held his will. The enemy held his will and made a chain out of it and bound me with it. From a perverse will came lust. And slavery to lust became a habit. And the habit being constantly yielded to became a necessity. Augustine, desperately longing for love, confessed, I polluted the stream of friendship with the foulness of lust. Profound. I polluted the stream of friendship with the foulness of lust and clouded its purity with the dark hell of its desire. So, how do you move away from that? Notice he talks about love, the desire, the need to find love. He only moved away from it when he realized that Christ had the power to free him, and that he realized that his love was greater than anything else. And when he began to come to the end of himself and begin to love God, truly, I mean, I'm not just saying words here, truly love God with all his heart, his mind, and soul, he was delivered from lust. You know, there's no way apart from being delivered from lust, apart from a close union with God. If we don't have a close union with God, we will have a void in our soul, and we will go externally to find that which will fill it. Until we're able to center our lives upon the reality of our lives, that what we have, what God has given us in this life, is sufficient. It is good. It satisfies. We'll be constantly looking for another life. And isn't that what happens when men and women go to internet porn? They're looking for another life. How about when women read fantasy novels? Looking for another life. Lust is really about our spiritual hunger for God and His kingdom in our lives. And we're going to talk about that in the text blog that follows shortly. But I wanted to trot out here a few basic premises, and let's review them real quick. 1, unless we're centered with the truth that what we have is good and sufficient. What God has given us is the life that we have, and it is the life that is blessed. We'll constantly be looking for that other life. And the way that we truly understand that and find that is being in close union with God as an apprentice of Christ, living in the kingdom. Remember a couple of months back, the safest place on earth video? Which, is, by the way, it's gotten a lot of hits. A lot of people are interested in knowing where the safest place on earth is. The safest place on earth to be freed and move away from your lust is in the kingdom of God. Being in His effective range of His will. Knowing Him, knowing His love, and finding that love that is so fulfilling, so satisfying. My prayer, my friend, is that you abide deeply, finding that love and being freed from lust. Until next time, abide deeply.